Hello, 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 you beautiful people, and welcome back to another episode of EMC to the Sky. As you can see, I was a little busy. I got all the other seeds put in, so we're now up to our mystical agriculture has been completed. So I went ahead and did that, and if we have a quick look at our quest book, we can see that mystical agriculture is now done. Just went ahead and got the lead, the diamond, basically all of those guys. And that gave us the reward for mystical agriculture being complete, which is just a couple of catalysts. So it's nothing major that's fantastic, but it certainly helps getting a few of those. And I also went ahead and got the Flux Networks one done and just made a heap of flux just to basically get it done and knock it out of there. So we go all the way up to the gargantuan storage now. So we may as well go and claim our reward for that as well, which just so happens to be a nice little 97.71 million EMC. Just a little bit of a helping hand for that one. Now, I also went ahead and finished off the conversions for the... where are they? Catalytic conversion. So basically the same as we did for tier 1. Pop in those resources and we get the medium and then the large. And then I did that for tier 2 and tier 3. So basically exactly the same thing. We just did it with the different resources from there. So we may as well go ahead and claim the reward for that as well. And there we go. That's another nice 970 million EMC. So we can chuck those bad boys into our tablet and watch our go from 98 to a billion, 1.1 billion EMC. Pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with that. But today's goal, getting into hostile neural networks and killing the Ender Dragon and the Wither, so we can start producing their resources. And I think what I want to do first, though, is now that we've got the EMC, excuse me, chicken, is to get ourselves that block that lets us see all the items in the EMC table in our refined storage. So I want to get that started, but we did need a few resources from that bad boy behind us there. But we've got all that done now, so we can hook in. Alrighty, what we needed was 4 of the Mark 6 and then 2 of the tier 3 medium resources. So we have our Mark 6s somewhere. There we go. Now that we can get that, we've got 4 Mark 6s and we needed a couple of those capsules, which I put the medium and a large in each of these. So there is our medium. And I put the larges in here, so I just left them running. Probably get a draw for that. I did get a draw for these guys, so we can make blocks of iron straight out of there. What I'll do as well is I'll change these blocks here. Instead of compacting draws, they'll just go to one of the EMC links, so I can just pump the EMC straight in. And we'll probably change one row at a time. And yeah, see how we go. May need to just do a full new setup because we'll need to pull it into a fabricator to change the tier 2 medium and large capsules into what they produce in the sequential fabricator. So not too complicated, but I think we just need some alchemical chests. So for that we'll need some covalent dust, which I did make the high, medium and low. That is basically like the really simple ingredients for making these guys. Like it's literally 8 cobble, 1 coal, and this is golden redstone, and this one is a diamond and coal. So super simple ingredients there. And how do we make the alchemical chest? Basically, we just need that recipe. We just need a diamond, which I don't have any in there for some reason. Let's just get a stack out of there. Put those in there and make ourselves an alchemical chest. We'll have 2 of those. We don't need to make 2, but we will. And we can load it. We can have as many as we want. So these guys are really cool. Pretty big chests, can store a lot of stuff. And one other cool thing about those guys is if you make this thing a repair talisman, you can stack as many of those guys in the chest as you want to repair your tools quicker. So let's have a look. Repair talisman. Oh, we don't have string or paper. Interesting. Interesting. We should have a bit of sugarcane there, though. There we go. Double clear that. And get ourselves a bit of paper. Rightio. Let's get that one now. This is just a cool little trick you can use from EMC. These guys, oh, I don't have EMC in this pack. Interesting. I usually like wearing one of these on me at a time, but say for instance our pick is down to that much durability. If you chuck all of those guys in and chuck that in, it'll go up massively. As you can see, the EMC building, which means the what do we call it? The repair value is going up a lot faster. That's one good trick about the alchemical chests. It won't work on normal chests. It'll only work on the alchemical chests. The other ones will just look at you funny. But there we have it. But yeah, for some reason, they've taken the EMC out of the repair talisman. So that's an interesting choice. Alrighty, now we better get ourselves the recipe for this bad boy. There we go. And I also, in the last episode, after the last episode, did make this drawer wall down here and put all of our ingredients that we're making in there so far and linked it up with an external storage bus, which is what we're going to do over here. So I figured we'd just do it over here instead. So we want an external storage. There we go. And we just need a destruction core. There we go. External storage. And this bad boy should just be able to be linked straight into our system now, which we'll put it right there. And boom, that's our EMC linked in. And that should give us everything in our tablets. Ta-da! It's going to be so much easier for crafting everything. There we go. Got to love it. So now we can get rid of that off there. And we need to make ourselves the deep learner first. So we don't have any of this, but let's do this. And yep, that's what we needed. I wonder if we have to teach it all these bits and pieces now. Yeah, I'd say we would have to. And there we go. I'm actually going to grab 2 of these because I want at least 4 of each one. So now we can actually make, they don't stack either. So 4, so that'll be for the Ender Dragon, and that will be for the Wither. Rightio. Now, prediction matrices we don't need straight away, but this is what the machine runs on. So it needs electricity, and they're the components that go in and get used. So simulation chamber, we just need one of these bad boys. So let's hook that back into the EMC table. There we go. So this is what will actually run the program that will let us get the loot out of it. And this is the machine that will give us the loot from there. So we'll have probably 4 of those going. So 2 machines going into the loot fabricators at once. Maybe even only 2 of these. So 1 set in. Depends how quick they make the loot compared to how quick we get the perfect matrices. So we'll see how that one pans out. But in order to get there, we better get an end cake. So we need some Eyes of Ender. So let's get a few stacks of that now. And then we can get the end crystals. We do have the gas tiers. We'll get a few of those because we may need to kill it a few times. And we'll need to reset each time. You know what? Let's just do a bit more. It's only EMC. Alrighty, and then, oh, we need to make a cake. Ah, we don't have a milk bucket. We better get a milk bucket. At least I can hear some moo cows out there. So let's go get ourselves a nice heaping helping vial of liquid cow stuff. Thank you. And that can go in. And we needed that sugar cane to make ourselves a little bit of sugar as well. Where did we put it? It's probably going to be way down the list now. Too many things to go through. Better to search for it. Just get a stack of that. We don't want too much of it. And there we go. We got ourselves a cake. And we've got ourselves an end cake. Wow. So, I'm not sure if I did show it or not, but I did go into the Nether and get the tier, or the higher grade Nether capsules, so we can get netherite and gas tiers and all that stuff. So, where is our dimensional resources? So yeah, it's just putting the skull on top and the EMC link underneath. That gives you the advanced capsules, which gives you all of that. And now we're on our way to go on to the end, where we can start getting some end capsules as well. And that'll give us ender pearls, chorus fruit, and shulker shells. We can also crank that up as well to have the, let's see what we need for the end. So advanced ender capsules need a steel casing on the bottom and a dragon head on top. So definitely something to look out for there. And then the end capsules produce things in larger quantities, as well as being able to produce draconium. So awesome. That's something to look forward to as well. And then once we get the dragon eggs, we can... placing a dragon egg in dimensional resource generator will speed up the machine. Huh. There you go. Interesting. Maybe that's why we need a heap of dragon eggs, so we can produce the resources faster. Nice. And then we can get our chaos shard a little bit later on. That should be fun, but we'll need to be fully decked out in draconium stuff for that, I would imagine. So that could be a little bit of fun coming shortly. But we better get into the end. And we haven't even got ourselves some enchanted gear, so probably should do that too. We've got enough levels. Actually, if only there was some armor that was a little bit better. Something like Supremium. And a Supremium sword. That seems to be some decent damage. I wonder if we can make some better armor. Also might make this red matter guitar. Seems to be a good little addition to the crew. Get all the dark matter ones first. And then back into the guitar. Good pinpoint, bookmark it I should say. Then we can start working on the red matter versions. Hello, I just put you in the system. Bit weird. Strange. Not picking it up. On each of these, please. That's probably because they need charging. It's the NBT data. Of course. That's alright. We can do it the easy way. And an axe. And the shears. Cheers, buddy. And the hoe. Right. Now, if we teach it to here, get them anytime we want. Here we go. And we should be able to make this bad boy. There we go. Now, I believe the charge is V, but that looks like it's already done. So let's test it out on this unsuspecting chap. Looks pretty good to me. All right, let's find out what the conflict is, though. Controls. That's better. Charge, set to numlock. Let's change that to maybe decimal point. There we go. That should work. And G is the change mode. So slay all, slay any hostile, slay all. So let's say slay hostile. And let's charge this bad boy up. There we go. And if we pop down into here, why is it not doing what should be doings? Let's have a look again. Category, project. See if that works. Oh, that's going to cause issues. Let's fix that. Let's change that to... Of course not. Of course not. Why does everything have a function in this one? No. We are. I guess that'll work. There you go. So that is the function of the guitar. Boom. All right, now we just need a bit of a ranged weapon, which I guess our Archangel's Smite will do the trick. And I did go ahead and make the gem armor. I couldn't get the gem pants because it needs a little bit more EMC than what we currently have. So that one actually does have EMC. I don't believe the rest did. No, gem doesn't. That doesn't. And, oh, the boots actually do. Oh, there you go. So let's put them in there, just in case we lose it all. But the pants themselves needed the Watch of Flowing Time. And in this one, it needs lime matter, green matter, sorry, which is 1.1 billion EMC each. So a little bit out of our reach at the moment for those guys. But that should give us plenty of protection against the Ender Dragon and the Wither. So I guess there's only one thing to do. Go hunt them down. All right, let's head in to the end. There we go. I was going to say, and of course we're trapped underground, but we're not. Let's go give this dragon a bit of grief, eh? Get our Archangel's Smite there so we can hopefully shoot some projectiles in. There we go. What do you want? I don't know if I even have bottles learnt to get some Ender Air or Dragon Breath bottles. Huh. Excuse you. Thank you. All right, that's it. Let's see if we've got any bottles in our system. We don't. What a shame. That's all right. Let's go set these guys up. Hold still. Thank you. Oh, stop moving. Come here, little one. One more. Come on. There we go. Now we can set those in our first hub. Thank you. And the other guys can go back into our backpack. And should just be able to put that in our offhand. Let's give the dragon a bit of grief. You won't get away. I've got homing arrows and a bloody big sword. Just accept your fate and be done. Yeah, I can fire them as fast as you. Well, there is the noise machine done and dusted. Oops, fell in there. That's not what we wanted to do. There we go. Ender dragon is ended. He's an ended dragon. Probably should get a magnet or something, eh? Wait, I just made some black hole bands. Really? I didn't even put it in. Under you're a twit. Well, there is our reward. Happy about that. And of course we want the egg. Where did it bugger off to? Right there. So let's see if we can hover just above and pick up this torch. Of course, you have to dig under it. Pop a torch down and then break the block. Boom. Egg is pick-it-upable. And that should also have EMC. So, dragon scales don't. Draconium dust does. Boom. Dragon hearts don't. So we need to farm the hearts. But the dragon egg certainly does. Booyah. Alright, and that should have given us one kill of the Ender Dragon. So, got to do that another 5 times, as you can see from our model up in the corner, up the top left-hand corner there. So, I'll see you in a bit. And finally, last time I have to hear that noise. Oh, that's loud. Awesome. For some reason I didn't pick up one of the hearts and it didn't stay there. It just spawned a new one. And so I missed out on one of the dragon hearts, which is... Excuse you. Are you sure that's how you want to play this? Yeah, I didn't think so. I think they're better than everyone. Silly Enderman. Anyway, as I was saying, it didn't stay there, so I missed out on one. So I've only got 4 dragon hearts. I think, unless I put 2 away. No, I only got 4 dragon hearts, so I must have missed out on a couple. But we can chuck all that in. And that can go into the EMC. Oh, that can go in there as well. And there we go. That in, that in, that in. And may as well chuck that in as well. Alright, so we may as well chuck the shaders in there and that in there. Now it's time to summon this thing. So I wonder if we've got any witherproof blocks in this pack. Let's have a look. Tinted glass. Tough enough to stand withers. And it's coal and glass. Fine, we can do that at home with a proof. Tinted glass. There we go. We'll grab 2 stacks of that. That should be enough. Go build a wither platform over here somewhere, just as a temporary fix. And we'll go that wide. Internal of 5. Awesome. And better go. So we're not going to need 5, are we? Only need 3 internal. 3 by 2 internal. Yeah, that'll do. Probably would have been easier if I just got a wand, wouldn't it? Let's just build this out here so it doesn't blow up all of our grass and stuff. That means you've got to go in there. Alright, this is always hard to see, but I think we've got it. So, then we should be able to go bam, bam, and let's get these guys out so we can get our, nope, that goes down there, so we can get our model done. Right. Boom. So bam, 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 bam. Let's just back out of there. And that can go in that one. Yeah, didn't think so, buddy. Yay, a nether star. Alright, so there we go. We got 5 remaining of those guys. Is it even hurting? Like, doesn't look like my hearts are going down. That's funny. Weird. Oh, if I die, then we know it was. We should seal that doorway up. Just like that. There we go. That was even easier. We'll just do that a few times. That's why I love Project E. And no. Okay, a couple more times, and then this fella's going down as well. I built 2, that would have been fun. Let's see if it'll work. I don't think I left enough room in there to build 2 at once. No, it doesn't look like it. That's okay. And you got to do it one more time after this. Hurry up, we haven't got all day. Sheesh. I didn't think we weren't on a time limit or something. Alright, buddy. You're the last one we need. We can always come back and just knock you over for fun. Because it is kind of fun just going like that. All the grief you give me in vanilla. Quit. Oh. And because we've killed him 6 times, we've got 6 nether stars. We can use 4 of those to make a seed and never run out of them again. Or we can chuck it into our simulation chamber, which let's just plug her in down here somewhere where there's power. It's not really. We do have power in our flux networks because I plugged it into this control, this cable, but it's not producing very much very fast. It's only the hardened reactor, and it's only on the basic tier pipes, but for some reason it wouldn't work on these guys. But let's just chuck a simulation chamber down there and a loot fabricator there, just for experimentation purposes. And let's see, I don't think we made the prediction matrix. Let's make some now. It's got EMC, so that's handy. And we'll grab a couple of stacks. We'll grab 4 stacks. We'll set up a couple of machines. What do you want, Mr. Creeper? How are these guys even getting in my base? Go away. Alright, so I'll put that there and we'll put another one there. And we'll chuck in one of those. And one of those. And we'll keep those in there, and we'll chuck this one in here for now. And that'll start running. Then which one had the... Yeah, that's the Ender Dragon, so we want to open that one up. Take one of those out and chuck you in there. Right. Now, we've got our matrices in. Energy level's critical, hey? It's not drawing enough power out of this. And it should be, unless all of my systems are down. Okay, so that's producing 12. Oh, that's out of lots of stuff. Okay, that's not good. Guess we burnt through the power quicker than I thought. So coal, let's get a heap of that back in the system. And red, get a heap of that back in. And uraninite. Make sure we are all stocked up on that. So let's fill you up with everything. Cool. Let's fill you up with everything. Cool. Let's fill you up with everything. And I did go ahead and make some spirited reactors as well. So we got 3 spirited reactors running down here. So let's chock you up with everything. And let's chock you up with everything. Right. Now we should be getting some power upstairs. So that's why it's important to automate that and get those EMC blocks down there to fill everything back in. So cannot begin simulation because you're boring. There we go. Now you've got your simulation module in, and it's only got a 5% chance to win or to work. So, but it will generate over time, and then it'll produce that stuff for these guys. And eventually the percentage goes up, and energy levels critical. You've got plenty. Interesting. So it's running, but it's not running. I need more reactors because weird. Let's put the prediction matrix in, see. Now the message is right. Awesome. So maybe it was just being weird and it was still running. So that was very strange. But what we're waiting for is a, yes, the prediction. Perfect. So that bad boy can go in a loot fabricator. Then you get to choose your loot. So we can get 16 dragon breath or a dragon egg. So we'll go with 16 dragon breath for now, just because we don't have it. But then when the next one becomes perfect, we will just get dragon eggs because we no longer need that. And did we get one of these bad boys? Not yet still. Wow. Okay, interesting. I thought at least we would have got one. Well, I guess we will just have to wait for a little while and see what happens. All right. Well, it doesn't seem to want to pop out one of those predictions as yet, so we'll just chuck all of this gear back in, and we'll just keep waiting for that one to appear. And these generalized ones, you can actually use them for all different sorts of things as well. So you can still create nether stars out of them, just like this. Boom, we've got 24 nether stars now. So I think that's a pretty good deal. And we're going to use at least one of them in our energizing orb with a block of blazing crystal, 2 redstone blocks, and a nether star. And then we won't have to worry about them anymore. So there's that. Where's our blazing? We have just a bit of it due to our plants producing a lot. So there is a block. And then we should just need 2 blocks of redstone. I think we can accommodate that as well. There we go. Let's put those in, the nether star in, and the blazing crystal in. Let's go and make some stuff and things. I did upgrade these guys as well to spirited, so they should run nice and quick. There we go. As you can see, it's already at 2% out of 20 million. As I said, this pipe here doesn't work that great, but it's producing 13k. This can handle 9. There's not a massive difference. But I should probably get into the basics of mechanism just so I can upgrade these pipes because they seem to be the best ones around for power with flux networks. So probably we'll do that next episode. Just jump into mechanism and get that sort of knocked over. But what else do we have on the agenda today? That was it. So, all right, let's check if we've got our prediction matrix. Yes, we've got 3 of them now. So we can chuck one of those in there and it'll ask us what we want to make. Pretty sure it's nether stars. So that's what we will be making out of this one. Not that we need to, but hey, just in case. You never know when nether stars will come in handy, especially for backpack upgrades, builders, dimensional cards, you know, just the odd thing here and there like draconic cores. You never know. Maybe even in crafting like this for crystalline ingots to get the upgraded tables for the end game. You never know. We may need some. All right, and we've got another Ender Dragon one as well, so we can chuck that in and switch it over to eggs. We don't need the breath anymore. There we go, 262,000 EMC, just like that. Well, if you've enjoyed this episode, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you've really, really enjoyed the episode, hit that subscribe button so you can see more from me in the future. But that's all from me on this episode that we've got. So that's bye from me from the Withered Dragon, Good one, Funder. Try not to screw up your outro. That's bye from me from the Ender Dragon and the Wither. So toodles.